Hello. Today I thought I would talk about something that I watched this week. I'm only a couple episodes in. It's on Amazon Prime. So if you have Prime service, it's part of your subscription. The Boys Presents Diabolical, and it's an animated cartoon, and it kind of reminds me of like if you took Looney Tunes and a serial that used to be on YouTube mostly or online called Happy Tree Friends and kind of mixed them. It's bizarre. I don't know how much influence Garth Ennis had in it. Judging by the level of violence in it, I'd say probably pretty much. I don't know if I can recommend it or say don't watch it. I think a lot of that has to do with what you like. It's kind of entertaining. I've been watching just one at a time. I didn't watch them all in a row. It's okay. I was kind of like watching it in between other stuff that I'm currently watching. I am watching Moon Knight. I enjoy it so far. I will talk about it when I finish the first season. I'm pleasantly surprised, let's say, so far. So let's see if that can keep going, because I've been fooled in the past by these Disney shows. But anyway, the video you're about to watch is a Golden Age unboxing that Mike and I did, and very rare comics. I mean, it's not usually, we don't unbox things that have comics in them from the 30s. So there's stuff in there from the 30s and the 40s. So it was kind of neat. I know I enjoy looking at the ads on the back, and just the cover content is different, I would say, more than today. It almost like it tries to tell an entire story just on the cover. And I don't know if that had to do with how much competition there was at the time at the newsstand, because comics used to be, side by side with like Life magazine and stuff like that. So I think they really needed to catch people's eye and try to get that time out of their hand, either for a magazine or for that comic book. So it's pretty interesting, and I hope you enjoy it, and we'll see you in the next one. So enjoy. Hello everybody, we're back.
Hey.
Just took a short break, changed the
shorts
set around a little bit. This is coming up is a pretty cool box. It's unique. I don't think we've ever opened a full box like this before. So anyway.
No. Most of our boxes are pretty forgettable, as you probably know. This is, I think, our 7th box of a 13-box unboxing series. So this one, and it was requested by a viewer, I think, 3 years ago. This is all Golden Age books. And we're not talking like pre-code, late 50s or early 50s Golden Age. We're talking like 1940, 1939 Golden Age books.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
Let's get into it.
So I've got all these lists again for the last 5-6 videos. There was just so many of these books. I didn't make the little post-it notes. So I made a list. We're going to go from this list as far as what my guesses are for the grades. I think it'd be fun if people would comment down below and tell us, yeah, I know that book, or I've had that book. So again, these are Golden Age books, and it's not so much timely DC faucets, but these are other titles and publishers. So I'd be really curious to see if you have A, seen these books, and B, ever owned any of these books. So we'll start going here.
Let's see how small this is.
Yeah, so
all right, let's see what we get first.
Let's see what we got the first one. Oh, I got some cardboard in the way
Did you
here.
say that's a tight box, Mike?
Hi-yo! No, she would say that. And drum roll.
Oh, right out of the box.
Boom, we're coming up guns a-blazing. So as I say, these are kind of some of the offbeat titles. We start with a blazer of a book.
Oh my goodness.
Captain America number 41.
From 1944, August of 1944. Wow, look at this. He is just drilling some Japanese.
This is all craziness stuff. Gotta be PC, Eastern Asian. So
I said Japanese.
That's fine.
Huh.
He's drilling them.
He's burning this guy.
I like the flamethrower there.
Bucky's got a flamethrower, and he's burning that guy.
Roasting away.
It's not good enough just to shoot him. You gotta burn him alive.
So this book I got from the Curmudgeon.
Oh, really?
So this whole box of books, by the way, are Golden Age books that I picked up over the last year. And they came from primarily 2 sources. One was a collection from an owner, local owner. The other was 2 local LCSs.
Really nice.
So, believe it or not, I picked all these books up locally, raw.
I think Golden Age are hard to grade.
This book I graded as a 4.5. Boom! Yes, a 4.5. Bam!
Nice, right out of the chute.
And there's a story I'm going to tell you off camera. Somebody tried to buy this book at a local comic show. I got this at a local comic show, my comic show, Empire Comic Fest to be exact. And I saw the book, I put it aside at the dealer's table. I'll come back in a few minutes to pay for it. We got everything all set up at the show. I came back, and the dealer tried to sell it to somebody else.
Oh.
And he said, another person wants the book. You got to pay full price for it now, which I thought was very underhanded. There's more to it than that, but that was sort of the story. Anyways, well, I got super cheap, though.
Oh, this is awesome. This doesn't even look real.
Bullet Man.
Okay, then.
So I think this is Bullet Man number 10. Yep, number 10.
Bullet Wife.
Bullet Dog. So unfortunately, I know if Jimmy, you're watching this, Geek Aficionado, this is not the issue number you're looking for, but it's close. It's issue number 10. And it's got the great, is that a Charles Atlas in the back?
No, his name, it is
that
Charles
is Charles
Atlas.
Atlas.
Yes, the original.
Yeah.
I get with the leopard for some reason. I get
So-
the Tarzan thing.
So this book came out of a original owner collection locally that I picked up last year. I thought it was a 5.0.
From December 1942, kids.
Boom! Boom! A 4.0.
Nice.
Oh, they're kind of rough on that. That's surprising.
Oh, it's a beauty.
5.0. Look at the back cover. Is there any stain in the back cover? There's a little bit of staining.
In the corner.
Not much.
In the corner.
That's a pretty. Oh, you know what this one was? I think there's a spine split on the bottom, like the lower 2 inches is split.
Harold.
Oh yeah, the name. Gain, like as in Ed Gain.
Yeah, Harold
G-H-I-E-N-E. Yeah, that's his brother. It's Ed Gain's brother owned this
It's an Otto
comic.
Binder cover.
And this book is the companion to go along with Bullet Man 10. This is Bullet Man number 9.
What formation they got going there.
Yep.
Look at these dogs. Dog thieves.
So this character, I don't know if this was a play, maybe you guys might know, but if you ever watched the old Tick cartoon, they had the, what was it, the human bullet? Whatever the other character was. I used to love that, where he had a boy, and he'd say, "Fire me, boy!" And he used to shoot the guy over the city in the Tick cartoon. So I thought this one was a 7.0.
Oh,
Ooh, 7.5!
blistering.
Yeah. So what year is that from? 41?
It is November of 1942. I'm sorry.
Okay, so it's not quite that old yet. So yeah, imagine that 1970 or 1942, a 7.5 comic that I buy from a local guy here last summer.
Crazy that even exists, let alone in that condition.
And if 42 wasn't old enough, let's go back in time.
Look at that.
This is a Paul Gustavinson cover, Centaur Comics, number 12, 1939, if I'm correct.
Yeah, December 1939.
Yeah.
Amazing Mystery Funnies.
Now these go way back. This is your in that early Marvel DC era. I want to say these started just a hair before Action number 1 came out, the first issue of this at least, in 37. But yeah, this was 1939. I called it a 3.5. 3.5. And the reason why I flipped that around right on the back.
You used to have tape.
So some of these books had restoration. This one had tape on it. I removed the tape.
That's the color.
Yep, just a little split right there. So it's a sharp book. I love those ads in the back of these 39 issues.
They're so tiny.
I mean, read that.
I mean, you need some of the magnifying glasses on advertising.
You need to buy those magnifying glasses. There's all kinds of stuff. Oh, look at all the guns. You can buy like
a lot
all
of
kinds
guns back then.
You can buy like a rocket launcher, a bazooka, all those different things. You can buy a biplane. Look at that. A 2-passenger plane. Would you fly that plane?
Oh yeah. I bet it's totally safe.
Oh yeah, made of cardboard.
That's crazy what you could buy back then. Oh, they say advertised. What does that say?
Okay, so now we're getting into the cool stuff.
Crackajack.
This is Dell Comics. Crackajack Funnies number 32.
Oh, and Red Rider.
So you guys know Red Rider. He's in the back actually.
Yeah, he is.
And the Owl was kind of a big character back then. Ellery Queen also. This was kind of an anthology series or anthology series title.
This is gorgeous. So it came from February 1941. So the war was raging at that point.
Yep. So I call this an 8.5. 7.5.
7.5 is beautiful. I think they might have got beat up a little bit on this.
Yeah,
it is beautiful.
But these characters were pretty popular for a while. I know, I did a little bit of wrinkling in the middle right there. Mm-hmm. Ellery Queen and the Owl I think he was actually in a Dell reprint back in the mid-60s. He was kind of a Batman style character in the front cover. You can see the owl right there. And I've got a whole bunch of these. Oh, look at that. So there was a little chip right there. Mm-hmm. It was barely hanging on. It's gone. I guess
lost to the sands of time.
CGC helped remove that little hanging shad, and now it's gone. So this is
Bob and Bill, the Owl.
Crackerjack Funnies 31.
I think this is pretty nice.
7.5 is my guess.
Oh, nice.
What's the page quality?
Off-white.
1941?
Owl is definitely Batman-esque.
Yep.
Looks kind of cool looking, actually.
Yeah, there was a series, I think in the early 50s, around late 48 maybe. Ellery Queen, they spun off a couple of the characters. Hey, gonna keep going here. Crackerjack Funnies. These are a little lumpier than I remember. Huh. Crackerjack Funnies number 30. Look at that. Blazing white cover.
I'll hope you get a daisy for Christmas. If only Ralphie could have tucked that ad in. This is maybe the ad. So this is from December 1940.
Could be.
So this would have came. I don't know if that was 3 months like it is today or used to be.
3 months prior? Yeah, it was.
Yeah. It's always been that way.
Yeah.
Some sea hijinks going on there.
Yeah.
What do you think?
So this was number 30. I call this one an 8.5.
Oh.
8.0.
Nice.
Not too shabby for an 80-year-old comic.
1,000 shot Red Rider Saddle Carbine. Nice. It does look like the ad. He neatly tucks into the Life magazine. That's a cool cover. Great
Crackerjack number 29.
From November 1940, kids.
1940.
Yeah, shady.
82 years old.
Good God, that's old.
So I thought this was a 7.0.
Boom.
8.0.
Yay.
On a roll here with 8s. So a copy, I just saw this particular issue, the mile-high copy of this sold on Heritage for $16,000. Now theirs was a 9.4 or 9.6, I believe. This is Crackerjack Funnies number 28.
Really sweet.
And again, how many of you have actually owned an issue of from Crackerjack or have even seen or held one?
October 1940.
So I thought this 8.5.
Boom.
8.5, yes. Well, that's my oldest copy right there from the series. So 1940, 82 years old, and lowly 8.5. Here we go. Yeah.
Uh-oh. That's a...
So we had one of these before. We had a Lois Lane.
Pedigree book.
We had a Savannah Lois Lane a while ago, but this is a Pedigree copy of Hit Comics number 51. This comes from the Ohio Pedigree. And actually, I know a little bit more about that Pedigree now. I was talking to, if you guys know, a dealer's name is Dave Kapolka. He runs North Coast Nostalgia Comics out of Ohio. He retired a couple of years ago. I was talking to him recently at a show, and he purchased a number of the Ohio Pedigree books. Now, the Pedigree came to market in the, I believe, early 80s. And Nelson Dodds, if you guys know some of the dealers, Nelson Dodds bought a bunch of these, and he sold them over to Dave and other dealers. So this has been around for a while. I got lucky to find this last summer from the original owner collection, or the guy must have bought it from the Ohio collection, and picked it up from him. So this, I want to say, was a, what's the title? Hit Comics number 51? 51. I call this one a 5.5. 5.5.
Boom.
Yeah, there's actually, I think, a spine split in the bottom on the up front side right there. Yeah.
Very tiny.
Yep. Plus you got the sun shadow on the side there. But this is Ohio because of the nomenclature right here. The C with the date. Most of the Ohio books have that little C with an underscore on it and then the date. And the interesting thing about this is I kind of know that notation that was Ohio Pedigree. So when I put the book into the invoicing, I just made a note that said Ohio Pedigree, and that was all I provided. And it got the pedigree status. So I was kind of...
How Jack the Weakling slaughtered the dance floor hog. This guy gets bumped on the dance floor, so then he goes home and gets jacked. Then he comes back and beats the crap out of him.
Slaughtered. They didn't say like defeated or
slaughtered the dance floor hog because he's a hog. So
sounds kind of like Carrie the movie.
So he just jacks that guy right in the face. That's okay.
Superman punch.
Hey, he said you bumped this one time too many. He punches him in the face.
Wow. Yeah. So anyway, when I put these on the invoice, I took a kind of educated guess, and I'm actually impressed that they gave it the pedigree status with not much, just my word and that little, little scrawl.
Didn't Kid Eternity come back in a
yeah?
What was that?
DC.
No, was it not EC? I'm thinking it was
DC.
In like the 80s.
Avoid these boobies in your home.
Oh boy, how to avoid these booby traps.
Hey, that's you right there. There's a video on that.
Yeah, of me playing with the circuit breaker box.
So hold on. This one was, don't pull it off yet. This was Hit Comics.
Look at that guy. Woo.
That's a genie. And that kid, he has like eternal lives. That's why it's called Kid Eternity.
He's about to lose one.
He takes quite a few bludgeons and dies a lot.
Yeah.
So this issue 42, I called it a 7.0.
Boom.
7.5. So this is another pedigree book from the Ohio Pedigree.
Very nice. It's got that C.
Yep.
So, this guy playing with the actual fuses back then. You used to have to screw them in like light bulbs.
Yeah, yeah.
Or, if you ran out, you shoved a penny in there.
That's right. Hopefully they didn't melt it.
Penny got the lights on for the night.
Woo! So this one's a deep dive right here.
Deep dive.
You got a sound effect that I had to add.
Deep dive.
Yeah. Duke Nukem.
Deep dive.
Mystery Men Comics number 26. So this was from the Fox series. This one is another.
It's so weird. The comic books back then, they always had men with these young boy sidekicks. Always. And I guess maybe it was after the success of
Boy Scouts and Priests. No.
Yeah.
So this was.
Going on there.
What?
The motion lines are just so different.
Yeah, it's kind of funky. There's a gorilla in the cage, which is kind of strange in the background.
Yeah.
This is a fairly obscure, or at least from the census perspective, these issues are really hard to find.
The Blue Beetle.
And especially in the condition that book is in. I call this a 7.
There's an awful lot going on in this. Like, what's going on? Why does that lady have that bubble on her head? Why is there a purple monkey in the background?
What?
What's this guy doing with the machete? There's just too much going on.
Why is that thing? I thought it was an underwater scene, right? She just has the
they don't have any on.
Globe on her head.
Globe on her head. What are they pumping in there?
I don't know.
Why is there a portal on the ground?
I think it's like a little saucer full of water.
For what? For the monkey?
I don't know.
I don't think it's a saucer.
It's where the fireman pole goes. Don't you understand? There's a fireman pole in the middle of the
You know what
scene.
it is? That's after they exsanguinate her. That's where all
you gotta drain the blood.
Your body juices.
He has this gigantic machete there, that Bowie knife. So I thought this was a 7.0. Boom. 6.5. What year was that? 41?
This
42?
is September 1941.
1941. Whew.
When you got a piece of your comic loose there, it looks like.
Oh, that wasn't me. That was CGC.
Yeah, a little teeny piece floating around in there.
Got a floater. Yeah. The Blue Beetle. Okay, now we're really going deep back into the time stream in this one. So, Movie Comics number 4.
I've never even heard of that.
So this was a real interesting series. They actually took...
This is from July 1939.
1939. They took actual pictures, they colorized them, and made a comic out of it. They took actual movies on the front, list of movies they did, and it was sort of like one of those storyboard sort of a thing where you can look at the movie and what the heck is that? Oh, it's a piece of glue. Mm. You can actually look at the actual still shots of the movie in the comic. There was a couple of movies per comic.
So weird. This is number 4.
And number 4, I thought this one was a 4.0. 3.0.
Yeah.
What year is that? 1939 July.
Ooh. Yikes. That's an old one, kids.
Okay, going back even further.
More movie comics.
Movie Comics, number 3. There you go.
Really nicely read.
That's a blazer red.
From June 1939.
Yeah, hopefully you're that bright and shiny when you're 83 years old. So this one was number 3. I thought this was a 6.0. 6.5.
Nice.
Wow.
blistering.
That's like having like Action Comics number like 9 in a 6.5, which is just amazing.
Gene Autry.
Oh
No.
Here's a recognizable issue.
Yeah. Is that Schomburg?
Yep. Marvel Mystery Comics number 68.
It's Alex, right? Alex, the comic hoarder, got it. He's got into Golden Age. He's probably paused this several times already.
Yeah. So if you're watching this, Alex, I got this at a local comic show. I paid $400 for this book.
Wow.
But the reason why is the cover is completely detached. It's a very clean, it's a single staple book from 1940.
These guys are awesome on the cover. Look at that guy coming out of the top of the submarine.
Is that an ingrown hair in that armpit right there?
I'm not sure. It's got some kind of weird chains going on.
Yeah, so this is a single staple cover. It came off. I give it a 2.0. 2.0. It was a very clean tear, you can see.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
And I got the cover kind of straightened out a little bit. It was a little wrinkly, but...
It's nice.
And what is that guy in that weird sub? Is he like bigger than the sub? How does he fit in there?
I don't know how he gets in there.
Why is his head so weird in the angle? Did his head come off?
I don't know. The whole thing doesn't make any sense.
Rock'em Sup Band Robot. This guy, man, look, he got like castrated right there, man.
Yeah, how blistering hot is he that he can just go? You know, it's not a submarine; it's a drill machine. And they're going to drill the magician there, right in the chest.
Fruit pie the magician.
Yeah.
Let's see his cherry filling come out.
Yikes! You're going to.
And then the Kool-Aid Man breaks out of the wall.
His fudge filling's already come out. By now,
the chocolate filling's kind of leaked out.
Uh-oh, another movie's.
This is where you can put your little audio clip in here, because this has got that gringo cover here. Look at that.
Oh, yeah, look at that guy.
Que pasa, gringo.
¿Qué pasa, gringo?
Ay, my barriga! There he is. Whoa, is that a comic press on the back there? What is going on?
Printing.
I'll show you that in a second.
That's your previous job when you were rolling little cigarettes.
Yeah, cigarettes.
So this is Movie Comics number 2.
From May 1939.
4.5 is my guess.
Bang!
4.5.
Oh, look, that's what Mike uses to press comics. He bought one of those.
I think based upon the era, this is the original Gutenberg Bible press.
That thing. That's a serious piece of machinery.
It's actually a printing press. There's a little ink roller at the top, and then you can make your own.
Oh, look, you can buy your own live chameleon.
It'll be dead by the time you get it in the mail.
But they don't say that it won't be, but you'll get a chameleon.
Look at this new cutting-edge tech. You can buy not one, but 2 telephones.
Yeah, I like
Brand new.
Nice. Electric telephone set.
Yeah.
Whatever that means. These ads are awesome. You can't read anything if they're so damn small.
You need to buy that special magnifying glass for the ad to be able to read it.
Itching sneezing powder. That's always a good thing to do. Oh, wow. Wow.
So this, again, was a comic
nice
I got
cover.
at a local comic show, my Empire Comic Fest, to be exact. Walking around, the guy had this for sale, raw.
Classic flag cover.
Superman number 24. And I'm sure about 3 or 4 guys just had a dump in the pants, because this is one of those books that people have on their Golden Age list. And the nice thing about this is it is lower grade. I called this one a 2.0 because there is a lot of water damage there. You can see the staining, but I call it a 2.0. Oh yes, 2.5.
And then apparently Captain Tootsie battles the Monster Man on the back if the Superman's not enough for you. So this guy gets all crazed out on sugar eating Tootsie rolls and then
all jacked up
beats
on
the
it.
crap out of whatever. This guy's running around half naked. I don't even know what's wrong with this guy. Ho, me bust bank, get rich. This kid's got a whistle he blows on that says Tootsie when he blows on it. Hold him, Rolo. So this little kid's name is Rolo? Yikes. And then he sits on top of him when he's all done and they eat Tootsie, Tootsie Rolls together. You sure have plenty of energy, Captain Tootsie. So they were trying to sell this.
It worked for 40 years.
It did. Wow, that's a classic. Look at that.
The Shadow Comics. This is volume 5, number 10. And take a close look at that condition on that cover. That is a very sharp cover. I thought this came from a Pedigree collection because one of the signs is number 1 to me at least is the condition. The pages were white. The cover was super glossy.
January 1946.
All I saw were a couple of stretch marks in the spine. I couldn't find any marks that were identifiable, so I couldn't even take a guess at the pedigree. So it could be a pedigree book, but I just couldn't really identify where it came from. So
Right.
I didn't call it as such, but I thought this one was a 7.0. Boom, 7.5.
Nice.
What's the page? White.
Off-white to white, yeah. It's a beautiful book.
Yeah, it's really, really glossy.
Your money's worth, it says on it.
10 cents.
52 pages. Nice.
I paid $42 for that book.
It's a great deal.
Oh, yes. Another one.
Another from Ohio?
Nope.
Where's this one from?
So I decided to
I
call
don't
this
even know
one.
what's going on in that cover.
Yeah.
It's like Ace and what's his name?
Well, we'll get to that. Look at that imagery in just a moment. So I called this the Big Apple Pedigree. So what I noticed was there was this little notation here, this like kind of a JM initial. To me, that looked like the Big Apple Pedigree signature. So I tried to say it's Big Apple, and I guess CGC agreed. So I got another pedigree book. But yeah, take a look at this.
Yeah. I'm not sure what's going on here.
He's doing a Dutch oven on his brother there.
Yeah, he is. And then what's that guy got going on? Look at that guy.
The glare.
Oh, it's
There you
go. Yeah. Yikes.
The unfortunate part about this is the lower corner of the spine is a little chewed up.
Yeah, looks
But
like
again, outside of the case, this was a super glossy book, which told me there's something special. Maybe it was a pedigree. I call this one a 7.0. Ooh, 5.5. Ooh, they crushed it on that. The top and the bottom. Very common defect, by the way, for these larger format Golden Age books is the paper tended to chip on the corners.
Yeah, they were made of great paper back then.
But another pedigree book, Big Apple. Okay, we're getting down to the last 6. Ooh!
Yikes.
The last 6 or 7. Curmudgeon book.
Yeah. Phantom Lady.
Some of you guys, yeah, you've already said it. You guys are going to, know this book. Phantom Lady number 17, I think?
Yeah.
16. Not the Phantom Lady, but one of her associates here. But yeah, I was at a local comic show, and this book was on the rack for, a couple of $100, believe it or not.
She's going to get some lead poisoning right there. Yeah. What do you think?
So this guy, I called it a 4.5.
Boom.
Yes. 5.0. It goes all the way through the book, the water
staining.
staining. Yeah. But it's just that upper corner.
Still,
and
when are you going to see a book like that?
If it wasn't the upper corner and the whole cover, the front and the back, it would have been a little bit nicer. Okay. So back to this one. This one's a cool cover.
Mystery Comics.
I gotta say, for these Golden Age books, you take a close look, and there's some strange scenes and a lot of activity. Yeah. Take a look at that. This is Mystery Men Comics number 27.
It's the Blue Beetle.
Blue Beetle again. But look at it. You got the bondage. You got the Nazis.
What's going on down there? You got the hole, the glass, and you can see the book down below.
Yeah. Got some crazy action going on. Nazi guy, yep, gonna drop her. She's tied to a bomb.
Nazi guy dropped. It looks like
it's a headlight cover.
A live grenade.
I like his shorts, man. He's got kind of like a skirt going on there. He's wearing a skirt with his blue tights, and he's got his little cod piece.
Little beetle on his forehead.
Yeah, so you don't mistake him for anyone else.
What do you think?
So this has a chunk missing out of the lower corner of the back cover. I give it like a 2.5, a 3. I'm thinking 3. 2.5. Yeah. I can see that.
There's a new Samson. There he is.
Yeah.
There's your piece out. Sit there. Still from October 1941.
And I'm going to do a separate video with Anthony and Patrick, and we'll do it on my channel. We'll talk about these books, but those issues of Mystery Men Comics are exceedingly rare. I think the census probably has roughly, 30 copies or so of that issue.
Makes these really hard to price.
Yeah, so we'll talk about those. Give you guys some insight into it.
Crack-a-Jack. Not Crack-a-Jack.
Crack-a-Jack.
Yeah.
Okay, Crack-a-Jack Funnies number 38.
Yeah. It's like Kingpin, only a gorilla. Nice.
Gorilla Fisk. So this was a 7.0. 6.0.
All right.
I'm surprised there's no restoration yet. I did find restoration on a couple of these books that I removed. So I'm happy that I don't see any purple labels in this box.
Yeah.
More to go.
This was so common back then. You know,
Yep.
like we were talking about in that other video, wasn't done out of trying to get a higher price for things. It was just
Trying to keep the books intact.
just make them look better. Yeah.
There you go. Crackerjack Funnies number 37.
What's going on here? These dead guys he's carrying around?
Probably. I love the awkwardness of this guy in the lower corner with the hairy chaps.
Yeah.
He hasn't shaved in a while, or I don't know if those are chaps or it's just his legs, but kind of reminds me of Umbrella Academy. The gorilla guy. So this guy, I call this a 6.0.
It's from July 1941. Boom.
6.5.
Amazing the condition on these.
One thing too is these were heavier paper cards, or not cardstock, heavier cover paper stock, and they tended to wear a lot nicer than the thinner paper.
Yeah, these Dell books,
late 50s on, so these weathered pretty well. Crackerjack Funnies number 36.
More owl.
This
More
guy
Red
was
Rider.
8.0. Boom, 7.0.
Nice. Yeah, nice run of Crackerjack here.
Yep, I actually have issued 28, 29, 30, 32. Yeah, we have 28 through 32, then 1, 2, 3, 35 through 38. So just a small gap. So, and speaking of which, this is the last one, number 35 from that run. Crackerjack number 35. Oh, there's a Goofy on the back.
There's a
Disney
Goofy on the back, yeah.
This is 8.0.
Boom.
Yeah, look at that.
Goofy pocket full.
Oh my God, make a kid happy. What was that?
Gosh, a swell idea. I'd do it if I had $1. Make a child happy.
Reach in my pocket, Johnny. I got a quarter in there for you.
Gotta get on this ladder so he can work on that glory hole.
Fish around in my pocket there, little Johnny. You can find something in there. The deep sea. We're gonna play. What was that game? The submarine. Keep diving. And that is it. That was the Golden Age box of
rarely seen
obscure books.
All but the Superman book have never been seen in an unboxing.
The timely, the Captain America and
maybe, but in an unboxing,
mystery.
I'd be shocked if they were in an unboxing.
One or two. It's pretty scarce, but yeah.
See.
So
anyway, that's what we had, kids. I hope you had a good time. Anyway, love what you have, not what you want.
And pack safely.
Definitely pack safely. We'll see you next time.
We'll be back for some more soon. Do you believe they buy those stories of where you get these books from? Oh man! Wait, is it
camera?
camera?
Hey!
Oh, okay.
Hey, everybody!
Right, like we were saying, you guys appreciate our unboxing videos here. So,
anyway,
bonus time. So thanks for sticking around. We've got a few more bonus Golden Age books. I had so many that they actually sent me another bundle here. So let's do another bonus
I've never
round.
seen them stick a rubber band like that. That's weird.
Yeah, because we get 25 in a
Yeah,
bunch,
I know.
so they don't use these rubber bands for our...
Oh, my eye!
Okay, which side is this on? Okay, I guys, upside down. I can just do it this way.
Perfect.
All right, so thanks for sticking around. Little bonus action here.
Look at this. Ooh, off go the panties.
So...
Thrilling Comics.
Thrilling Comics.
From November 1942.
So this is actually Doc Strange. They actually did a reissue of this character back in, I think, the late 90s-ish, 2000s-ish. Him and a few others. So this was a cool original, I guess, appearance title run of his character. And this is issue number 31. So this I thought was a 5.0.
Boom.
5.5. Look at those prizes in the back.
That's pretty nice.
There's some cool prizes. What the heck is that?
I'm not sure. Wristwatch for boys, girls, men, and women. 75 cents. That actually sounds kind of pricey for back then.
Now we got Apple Watches.
This thing's long gone.
So I'm looking at this. So Sterling Comics 22. This is a Nazi cover. It's that classic Nazi cover, bondage headlights, all the above. The lower staple was barely hanging on. Not anymore. I guess CGC fixed that for me.
It was nice of them.
Yeah, so it's detached now, but I expected that since it was so tenuous. This is number 22. I think it was a 3.0. 3.0. Yeah, it would have been a little bit higher, but that lower staple was just barely on.
Barely hanging on.
It's not anymore. Look, you can get canary. You can mail order.
It's not going to be alive when
you can mail order monkeys, canaries,
that
lizards.
famous football game. Me and my brother used to
That
play.
One electronic thing that kind of shakes.
Yeah, we used to have one of those. There you go.
Yeah, comment below if you had that football game.
I think a lot of guys did in the 70s, 60s.
I think they kind of rebuilt those and turned them into the operation game in the 80s.
The same motor.
They took the overstock. And...
Well, you got a lot of these thrilling comics.
Yeah, it was alphabetic. We're into the T's now.
Yeah. You got this guy here, Strange.
Doctor Strange. Not the Doctor Strange that we know today.
No.
This is the prototype. This guy I thought was a blistering 7.5. Boom! 7.0.
Nice.
What is that Strange you two can buy an office? Look at that.
That's a beautiful desk for $1.
That is a gorgeous, that's a looker of a desk.
Isn't it?
Look at that style.
Yes. You come on over and check out my desk.
That's pretty blocky looking.
Look at that. You get a Remington.
Gun?
Nope.
Oh.
Typewriter.
Oh, even
You
better.
could use it to murder people still, because it probably weighed 80 pounds.
I've sold those before. Yeah.
Look at
Cast
that.
iron.
There's going to be some rigorous desk bendering on this.
Plenty of headroom on that desk.
There you go. Superman.
And we'll wrap this little bonus round up here
it's
with...
such a cool cover.
Superman. Look at his expression in his hand.
Number 36 from September and October 1945.
Both months.
Yeah.
So, end of the war, after the war.
What's he doing there? Sticking his pinky, he's finger blasting the refrigerator.
You're going to get some of this, Lois, if you don't behave.
I don't know what's going on there.
Yeah, cold as ice. She's a freezer queen. So yeah, 36. I'm thinking this is a 5.0.
What is he doing? I don't understand. She's got a hammer.
So hold that up to the camera, and I want you guys to caption this. So comment below, what would you put in here for this caption? What is Lois saying to Superman, or vice versa?
The hammer there.
Yeah.
Why is he just using his pinky? I don't know what's going on there. He's got his legs crossed. He's so proud of himself. Got the banana on the ground.
Little puddle of water.
Maybe.
Things are a little wet.
Yeah. Yikes. Anyway,
So
survey
comment below.
says...
I thought this was 5.0.
Boom! Close up.
4.5.
Yay!
Hey, look at that. Okay. So thanks for...
We don't know that's Lois. It doesn't say this Lois.
No, it doesn't.
It's just some random lady who's just broke into her house. Well, let's go to lighter moments. Fresh ever-ready batteries. Just in case you got called in an air raid right
Yeah, exactly. If you're calling in for an airstrike.
You never know.
Yeah, you never know, especially
Well, that was
nowadays.
a nice little bunch there.
So there's our bonus round.
Rare books, you don't see that often.
Thanks for sticking around. We have a total of, now that makes a total of 29 Golden Age books.
Yes.
And I will be selling all of these, but probably I'm going to send them off to an auction company because of the scarcity. But we'll talk more in a future video on these. I'm not going to sell them anytime soon.
Anyway, thanks again for hanging out for the last little bit here. See you all next time.
See you later, guys.
Bye.